so that's it. Okay. Which is the first one I go to anyway, just so that I know?
43.
43, okay. We are in the museum at the Royal College of Music in London and looking at a copy of the Oriental Miscellany, the first published transcription of Indian music in Western notation. Can I do one more? Yeah. Okay, because it is the opening. Little smile, okay. Little smile, okay. Should I go for it then?
Yeah.
Something about that. Byrd also composed a sonata for harpsichord. No, that isn't a classical sonata form, that's going to confuse people. Byrd also composed a sonata for harpsichord with flute and violin, or flute or violin. This way. The note goes much lower, and as I go up, second.
Action.
One of my favourite songs from the Oriental Miscellany is the Rekhta, Byrd number 11, Subha Bhairavi, which, with some poetic license, could mean "My heart a broken mirror." I love this piece because it has real atmosphere and a great sense of melancholy. It's clear that Byrd also had to think carefully in one of the sections about when to use major or minor thirds in the accompaniment. So I'll just show you that. This is in the last little bit. So in the bass line, you can hear the difference between, which really gives the piece a kind of questioning feel to it, I think. At the beginning, I will improvise a very short prelude, rather like an alap, to create the right sort of mood. This is in raga Asavari, which is sort of tender and melancholy. I was lucky enough to be given the chance to study sitar properly at Dartington College of Arts. My teacher had studied with Vilayat Khan, or at least played in Vilayat Khan's style. My uncle, who was a sort of old hippie, brought back a very nice sitar from India, where he was also travelling. And I found that learning a whole new system of music making was very liberating and challenging. Should I say that hippie bit or not?
Yeah.
Is that fine? Because it was part of that world. I'll carry on, yeah. At Dartington, I met the late Jerry Farrell, who was the author of the book Indian Music and the West, and he also played the sitar. So for many years, we used to try and combine the sounds of the harpsichord and the sitar together. And of course, the sitar also has plucked strings, like a harpsichord. Okay. Part of the project was actually to record the Oriental Miscellany, which I did on the harpsichord, and to make it into a CD. And of course, in order to make it hang together, I really felt that I needed to put in these little preludes, which I improvised between some of the songs, so that the actual music really holds its own, really. Katherine's expertise in this field was also very cherished by me, particularly in understanding the origins and meanings of the songs, which of course helped me to interpret them and give them some musicality.
3, 2, 1, action!
Hello, it's lovely to see you.
Welcome to the Royal College.
Thank you, it's really lovely to be here.
Well, let me take you to the harpsichord, which is down in the beautiful library.
Fantastic.
No, it's not. It's down somewhere else. Never mind. Okay, right.
Yeah, let's just one more time. One more time!
Unusual in the museum, because often museums just house instruments to be looked at and measured, but oh God Almighty!
I think we're definitely going to have to do that again. We did it with 2 slips on the stairs.
So, shall I play the version which is written in straight notation from the Plowden manuscript, but the rhythm feels odd?
Yes.
Shall I do that next?
And I'm not going to sing it.
Okay, well I shall try my best.
Yeah. Okay, so see that kind of pushing offset of the rhythm there. Mutra bi khush nawab bego, Taaza ba Taaza no ba no. It's like there's an extra beat in there, and it's like the seventh beat is in there. But if you actually sing it like this, it sounds really, really ugly with the meter all over the place. So it'd be something like Mutra bi khush nawab bego, Taaza bata zano bano, which is
and
horrible.
And what about the middle thing? Is that the bit you mean, or is that
no?
that's another bit?
And I think it's there too because
Yeah, that's the
again
bit
you've
that
got
feels,
the.
because I feel almost I have to be physical to kind of put where the downbeats are, because it really throws out.
So what we have here is, I think that Sophia Plowden and John Bracanza are trying to work out how to make 7 fit 6, but they can't do it. They don't understand the concept of 7. You know, Europeans in the 18th century, you know, really didn't know how to put things together in 7. Although there's probably, are there any examples?
Well, there would be. I mean, people knowing other folk music, for instance.
Yes.
From sort of Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
as it were.
Bulgarian folk music or something like that, but it's not common.
Yes, my feeling too, which I think I may say again, is that maybe not with this one, but certainly with Bird, he had to do it so that people could understand it and play easily, and certainly amateur musicians would not think in that way or be able to understand it in that way, and this whole setting up of everything would have been awkward.
Yeah.
So he's maybe constricted it because, as you say, it's for the particular kind of person.
Exactly.
And as you say, thinking outside a regular meter in this Western sort of way may be something that they found hard, and particularly hard to write down. But they perhaps could have sung it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but actually writing it down could have been a problem.
Yeah. So I think that they really understood the idea of melody a lot more than they understood the idea of Indian time, of taal. And I have tried to now kind of move one step backwards, slightly closer to Khanum Jaan, this great courtesan with which Sophia Plowden worked. And I'm going to try to sing it in 7, in the right meter.
So
the right poetic meter.
I'm not going to imitate. I mean, I could do some kind of drone.
Can you, if you can just accompany me with a tambura like sound?
Sort of, right. So that's a third in it as well.
I think
Western
that's
third
fine.
creeping in.
She would have put a third in.
Okay, good.
Something like. Taaza ba Taaza no bano, Barai dil kosha bejo. Taaza ba Taaza no bano, Basana mi chalubati, Khosh benashin bahalvati, Basana mi chalubati, Khosh benashin bahalvati. Taaza ba Taaza no bano, Mutra bi khush nawab bego, Taaza ba Taaza no bano, Taaza ba Taaza no bano, Taaza ba Taaza no bano. So a little bit of a resonance in there, I think, of raag Bhairavi, which is this very beautiful, versatile raag that's often sung to ghazals and in which Persian ghazals were set at the time. So
that's that lovely.
That's it. Yeah, on the way down. Yes, the what we would say is a
flattened second.
Flattened second, but
this lovely
Komal Re on the way down.
Yeah. And we haven't got that in the notation, but this is your further interpretation, which is really lovely and adds a real kind of mood to the whole thing.
And something I often say when thinking about this is that we cannot possibly be authentic. We still don't know what it sounded like. We can't go back in time and be there. We can't, resurrect these people from the dead. But we can be faithful, I think, to their intentions of how they heard this beautiful song. So,
Yeah. And fascinating to have those two completely different versions and two different manuscripts from the same period.
yeah, it's great. That's probably it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
This is perfect, guys.
Is it sufficient?
Thank you so much. Can I just ask you to do one thing?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe, no, just keep on. Just somehow fake still having the book. If we put some more.
But basically, Bhairavi travelled all the way from Iran. It came to, Pakistan, and then via Punjab, and then Varanasi, and it got that prayer quality from Tagore, which was much later. But even before that, all these Tore Naina Ke Baan Jadoo Bhare and songs like that, or maybe Kheur in Bangla scenarios were also quite popular in Raag Bhairavi.
Wow. Well, should we have a go?
Yes, let's have a go. Give me a bit of an intro.
Yeah, so I'll do a sort of little kind of droney thing on the top, if that's the right term.
Yeah.
আজ নিখিলের আনন্দ ধারায় ধুইয়ে দাও মনের কোণের সব দীনতা মলিনতা ধুইয়ে দাও আমার পরাণ বিনায় ঘুমিয়ে আছে অমৃত গান তার নাইকো বাণী নাইকো ছন্দ নাইকো তান আমার পরাণ বিনায় ঘুমিয়ে আছে অমৃত গান তার নাইকো বাণী নাইকো ছন্দ নাইকো তান তার আনন্দের এই জাগরণী ছুঁয়ে দাও বিশ্ব হৃদয় হতে ধাওয়া প্রাণে পাগল গানের হাওয়া সেই হাওয়াতে হৃদয়ে আমার নুইয়ে দাও আলোকের এই ঝরনা ধারায় ধুইয়ে দাও